Hi, Jenny here for NRG Gaming. Welcome back to the channel. Today we get our hands on Tales of Wind, Radiant Rebirth, which was released on February 27th, and I will give you my first personal impression and rating of the game. The game promises to bring back the good old vibes of classic MMOs and bring us into the whimsical country of the wind. Right from the start, the game installation, download process, and registration was ultra smooth. Take note that I've tested the official Android version of the Play Store. But it is also available on iOS, PC, and Steam, providing full crossplay. The developer also provides a local APK version that you can download from the Tales of Wind official website. Now I have to be honest, I am not at all into cutesy stuff, and this is why it took me longer than usual to decide whether or not I'm going to do this video. So I give the game more time than usual to give it a fair review. As I entered the game, I had to select one class out of the 7 presented to me. I chose Warrior, as I usually do when testing an RPG for the first time, since they are, by experience, the primary class that developers tend to implement. The character customization relatively complete to have enough variations, and is also not too overwhelming, which I appreciate. Classes are not gender locked, and while I didn't try them all, seems to cover all types of players. Now how much the class has an impact on the game itself and the gameplay, well, not as much as I would have hoped. I also find that in general, even in the game, the UI is slick, clear, simple, and well designed. A simple glance at it and you kind of know what to do right away. Even if I am personally not into that style of graphics and environment design. I must say that I like them right from the start, as they somehow remind me the old Mana series of Square Enix. As the story starts, well, it's really tacky and cheesy, but hey. Aren't they all in this type of games, with little manboy narratives and high-pitched female voice acting, which gets on my nerves very easily. But I guess it's part of the genre, right? That is what players who like this kind of stylized/cartoony style are expecting. Subtitles most often don't follow the conversation, as the translation is off. In addition, the transition between gameplay and cutscenes tends to be rough, and feels a bit buggy, flickering between the game frame and cutscene frames. Another thing that seems a bit buggy is the background music that either transitions abruptly or simply just stops and then restarts. Maybe some of these issues can be fixed in a subsequent revision. There is no Bluetooth controller support, which disappointed me because I like to play these kinds of RPG games with a game controller. On the other hand, my Bluetooth keyboard and mouse is supported, which surprised me. At least I was able to use WASD and my mouse, which is not that bad as well. Take note that to my knowledge, no other keys are mapped. The gameplay itself is actually smooth and responsive, as well as the HUD, which is not spamming the whole screen. Another thing that I appreciate, since some of games are totally polluting the game screen with nonsense icons and flashy sparkly little animations to force you to click and spend money every second of gameplay so it won't blink again for 5 minutes. Well, in Tales of Wind, there is none of that nonsense, which I appreciate, at least from the first couple of hours of gameplay. Once past the main storyline, you end up in LaPlace City, which acts as a main hub where you can access other parts of the storyline, side quests, portals that teleport you to other locations, etc. In town, I was able to see other players running around but wasn't able to interact with them, although they did not seem to act like bots. All quest scopes and side stories, at least the one I experienced, are very childish. Autopath and auto battle is available but not activated by default, which I also appreciate a lot. Only if you are lost or lazy, you can activate them. What I appreciate from the gameplay is the twist that the developer added to capture monsters and upgrade equipment. The creatures that you capture can be equipped, and you can then transform and control them, giving you a whole new range of skills and abilities, which I found very original, and a first to the extent of my knowledge. In addition, cards from the monsters that you killed can be used as attachments to your equipment. These two mechanics greatly improve the satisfaction of grinding and completing quests. Overall, great combination of card collecting/pet system. Cards equals upgrade equipment. Collected pets equals morph and use their abilities. Not sure if they have mounts as well, maybe I didn't play long enough. The world itself is well detailed. I wish though that the camera was not static and that I could look around at 360 degrees, zooming in and out. However, the game provides a camera mode that allows you to do so to take pictures, and I must be really honest, I would prefer to play the game from that perspective more than the default semi-isometric view. In addition, that mode adds bloom and depth of field effects, which makes the graphics look even better in my opinion. To be entirely fair, in general, I think that Neocraft Studios hit the mark on what they claim to deliver considering the genre and style that they initially set up for. Graphics-wise, I would give TOW a solid 4 out of 5, considering the style. Music and sound effects a 3.5. Gameplay 4. As for the storyline and side quests, I cannot give anything more than a 2.5, sorry. Considering the game value, well, since it's free to play to begin with, and I haven't experienced any obvious pay-to-win or any other pushy payment methods, at least in the few hours of gameplay, I would give it a 5. Overall, Tales of Wind gets in my book a slim but solid 4 out of 5 fat chocos. P.S. Play the game if you don't know what a choco is. I just love these things, just check their card description to know what I'm talking about. Thank you very much for watching. Remember to subscribe for more reviews and mobile game related content. Give a like if you enjoy this video, and I hope to see you in the next one. In the meantime, take care.